It's my birthday. It's my birthday! I'm a 21-year-old child now, and I'm already waking up with back pain regularly. Hi, my name is Kieran, and hopefully you know that, or else this is a weird video to enter on. But I mean, hey, anyway, it's my birthday now, so that's pretty cool. What a wild ride. Turning 21. Now I can choose to not drink anywhere in the world. It's incredible. Whenever people are wondering why I don't drink, I just tell them it's like, oh, you know, I make irreparably bad decisions completely sober. So, first of all, hi, how you doing? Hope you're well on this lovely December 1st. Best day of the year for, you know, cool people. Are there any December babies in the comments? I'd be very curious to know. Where are my kin? And no, I don't have to share my gifts with Christmas. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're having a good time, staying safe, staying healthy, staying happy. As those are the important things in life. I just thought I would take today to maybe fill you in on a few little things that I got cooking up in the background here. So I'm probably not going to be sticking to a monthly schedule for the cover songs anymore because I've been doing such a great job of that anyway. I was feeling like it was starting to get to a point where I wasn't giving myself enough time to do as good a job as I wanted to do for certain things. I think all the ones that I've done so far, I think they've turned out lovely. I think I did good jobs with them, but I think I could do better yet, you know? Like, I think there's more for me yet that I want to achieve. So I'm going to be putting them out as frequently as I can, but they're not going to be on a schedule. They're just going to be like a little, like, oh, hey, whew. A little bit of music for you. A little, COVID. A little bit of COVID music for you. Oh, what's that? Oh, shoot a tune. Shoot a tune. Shoot a tune to you. You know, just random spurts of music. And art shouldn't be rushed, you know? The artist does not choose when the art is done, when the art is ready to be released. The art decides that and the artist complies. And also, I don't have time. I don't have the time sometimes. Oh, that's a thing I could bring up, actually. I'm looking for work as an editor for other YouTubers. So if you know of any YouTubers that are looking for editors or just might want an editor or could support an editor, drop some links. Because I'm moving out in a few months. I want to pay my mortgages and rents. Eat. I would prefer gaming or vlogging, as that is sort of my niche in the YouTube world, but, you know, whatever means I don't starve. Right, back onto the topic of music. Sometimes I feel like my obligation to be doing the monthly songs was getting in the way of the other things that I want to do on the channel, like vlogs. Half the vlogs on my channel at the moment are very much like this one. There's no script. There is at best some notes, and it's just sort of unintelligible word vomit for like 10 minutes or so. Just spur of the moment, no script, no forethought, just which is fine. I mean, you know, those videos, they can still be very meaningful, and I think those are still good vlogs that I have up. But there's certain vlogs I want to make that touch on certain topics that really need to be intentional in their word choices, need a little bit of planning. So yeah, all this is to say that music will still be coming, but it'll be irregular. But there'll be more vlogs coming, which I think is cool, because there's a lot of stuff that I want to talk about. And I want to talk about it like this, but not with my ADHD scrambled brain shorting out. Just know that I'm loosening the schedule to make sure I'm giving you guys the best I can in every video. Oh yeah, and there's another thing, is I've recently rediscovered my love of writing. So for any of you who may not know, which is probably all of you, I used to do a lot of writing. I did and do love writing. It's just so much fun for me to pour some creativity out and creating stories and characters and just making some kind of emotional... Why is writing as fun as it is? I just tried to explain it and I can't. It's just fun to make up a world and the people in it and like make a story that can have an emotional impact on people. I think that's pretty neat. But yeah, that was the other thing I wanted to do, is because I recently, the end of last week, I was feeling inspired to start writing again. So I sat down and I just crapped out 2,000 words out of nowhere. And I think they're good words too. I realized if you aren't aware, there is two main headspaces that you can write through. There's plotting, and then there's discovery writing. Plotting is what you're taught to do most often in schools, where you plan out the characters, their character arcs, you plot out each important part of the story, sort of really a step-by-step outline, And then when it comes to the actual writing, you just fill in the gaps through there. Discovery writing is a much more chaotic art form. Discovery writing, you may sit down with a world in mind with some characters. If it's a horror movie, maybe you know what monster you want to put into it, but you have no idea how it's going to end. You're just going to let the story take you forward and see what becomes of everybody. I know Stephen King is a discovery writer. So I imagine that when he sits down to start writing a story, he's got some vague ideas, maybe some things he wants to put in there, but he doesn't really know who's gonna die. If anyone's gonna die. If there's gonna be a sequel, if it's just gonna be a one-off, who knows? I've come to understand that I'm a good mixture in my writing. I don't have the patience for plotting out an entire story. And also sometimes you're writing and the characters start flowing in a different direction and you don't want to push away from that because then it starts feeling unnatural, the things that they do. So I do like discovery writing, but I also can't write without having an ending in mind. So what happened at the end of last week is I thought of two scenes, and they both culminated in how I was going to finish off the whole, it's a trilogy is what I'm working on. Is that pretentious? I want to publish a book beforehand, but like that's what I've been writing for a long time. It's a trilogy, and I thought of how the second book will end, and I finally figured out how the second book will end, and then that changed completely how the third book would end and progress as a whole, and now I finally know how I want to end the trilogy, which means that I finally know where I'm headed, so I know where my characters start and where they end, and I can discovery write all I want in the middle there, as long as I'm always coming back to one point, and I think that's my best way of writing. Any story I've ever actually finished are the stories where I wrote the ending first. Those are the only stories I've written, the only stories that I've been proud to write, are the ones where I thought of the ending. Because then I knew what I was working towards, and I had a goal in mind. You know what I mean? Your boy's a writer again. Is there anything else to talk about while I have your attention? How do I feel about turning 21? It's bigger than 20. That's a fact. I don't know. It's been a few years since I felt a big deal coming up about each birthday, you know? Like, I think 18 was probably the last one where I felt like, ooh, I'm making progress in the world, you know? Now it's just kind of whatever. It's just another day. I'm a year older, a year wiser, maybe, ish. Not really. Doesn't mean I won't accept any birthday wishes in the comments. If you want, no, you don't need to. It would make me happy, but you don't need to. I don't know. I leveled up. Level 21. It kind of feels like I've officially taken a first step into my 20s, even though I've been in my 20s for a year. You know, it's crazy to think, right? Everything that I want to accomplish, it's either probably going to happen over the next 9 years, or the groundwork for it will be laid over the next 9 years. Don't get me wrong, I'm super young. And if you're in your 20s now, you're still super young. If you're in your 30s, goodness, you got so much time left to get things done, get things underway. Yeah, I got a lot of things that I want to do. And I'm hoping that I got time for it all. But no, that's just crazy. Where do you think we're going to be in 9 years? I know it's 4 years now, and roughly until I answer to my vlog where I asked questions to a 25-year-old Kieran. It's not long until we get there. We're a fifth of the way there. I think that's how those work. If this channel gets to where I really want it to be, it'll probably be the next 9 years. I've thought often about what I want for this channel, and I do have a video potentially coming out. I'm gonna get it watched by a few people, explaining what I want for this channel and what I want this channel to become. And it's interesting because I've always known that for it to get there, it'll probably cost me my 20s. And that's fine with me. I'm willing to give that. If I wasn't gonna give it into this, I'd give it into something that I cared less for. So it might as well be this. I'm happy for that. All right, I didn't have a plan for this video. I'm recording this on the 30th. I'm editing it and then it goes up tomorrow. So I should have planned this better. But at least my vlogs will be better planned in the future. Also, do you like my shirt? I wore a button up for the occasion because it's a party shirt. I'm a party guy. Anyway, yeah. I love you. And as my birthday gift, I would love it for you to have a wonderful day. Also, like and subscribe.